Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and give my honest thoughts on how it's being ran. And today I'm very excited to be checking out the second most popular project on all of games on Kickstarter. That is Shikoku 1889, reprinting a beloved 18XX classic 1889 history of Shikoku Railways, a fantastic ... So the first thing is, I like the artwork. I'm seeing a very definitive visual style. I like the fact I see 1889. If you're in the know of board games, you know that that's more on the deeper end of the train game, the train hobby. And I was a Puffin Billy for 1 year. I mean, I dug my toes into it. I like those style games, but I don't think I commit myself to them. But I do like the fact that they're saying, hey, this is a reprint. It was an amazing game. We're bringing it back out. I'd love to see the player count. I'd love to see the time length. I'd love to see the age. Those are some things I'd love to see. Also, if this is a clean, clear Kickstarter, I'd love to see a price potentially. But as always, when you go to the video, thinking three things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go. Sudokus, please be careful as you and other passengers have now become investors. When you arrive, kindly start, invest in, and operate railway corporations on the island of Shikoku. Railway corporations build out the railway network on Shikoku, and they will purchase trains to service their routes. Investors may purchase or sell shares of the railway corporation to make their fortune. Okay, so here's one thing that I don't like about this video right now. I love the general gist. I love how we're talking about the actual gameplay while showing me components. I really like that. Like, look, I can feel how nice these cards feel. I feel like almost by that artwork. I think that's great and well done. But with having the subtitles and me having to read and you not showing the images for long enough, I feel like I'm not really getting... I feel like this should just be stretched out for like an extra second or two. Let me know what you think. I'm going to try and not read the next one out loud and see if I can just do that. Oh, see, that was exactly what I was talking about. Okay, so I read it, and I was like, oh, cool, we're going to be upgrading trains. And then my eyes immediately went up. I wish I could slow-mo it. And it was like, no! The thing was starting to come down right as my eyes went up. So I feel like this needs to be slowed down or voiceovered. And I know they did the voiceover in the language, which is cool. Thematically, that's really, really cool. And so I don't dislike this video and what they're doing, but I think they just need to stretch out the time length just a bit more here. Also be mindful that while many investors will make their fortune, only the wealthiest investor will be the winner. Okay. I like that. I know they probably wanted under a minute. I think they should have spliced out some of those, what I talked about, just for like an extra second and a half a piece. So what are we looking at here? Maybe like an extra 8 seconds, 6 seconds, something like that? I think would have added a lot to that video because I wanted to know what you were saying and I wanted to see what you were showing, but I just didn't have time to do both. And I'm a pretty quick reader. So video, I love the idea, but I didn't like the landing. So do I want it? Yes, I'm interested. I see the charm, I see the quirk, and I feel like you explained an 18XX game pretty well there. You know, you typically, I think for a lot of gamers, when they hear the words 18XX, they're like, oh, wow, that's one of those really heavy, daunting, like, oh, no, kind of games. And I think the way you conveyed this one, I think was really well done. So, game overview. So, Joshua Starr, 2 Create 11 Backs, check it out. Founder of Grand Trunk Games, making 18XX available, affordable, and approachable. I like that slogan. So 2 Create 11 back. Let's make sure the last one is out. 1861s and 1867. I don't like the fact that we combine both of them. It feels a little bit like, oh, why do we have to lump both of them together? Unless they're expansions. Maybe, I don't know. Anywho, $132,000, 2,086 backers. Let's make sure this thing has shipped out. Good things come to those who wait. The Shikoku 1889 Kickstarter will begin on December 11th. Final shipping update, announcing GTG's partnership with 18XX Maker and wrapping up the 1860. So they shipped. Good. Everything's great. Everything's grand. Everything's swell. People get their games. Shikoku is live. Any updates on the Shikoku print? Any updates? So these are people excited. Awesome. Just curious, I can't seem to find this on Board Game Geek. Am I missing somewhere there? Would I add these as the originals? Thank you. Yes, you got to be up to snuff on Board Game Geek. That's one of those things. Board Game Geek, so many people will find your game through Board Game Geek, especially when you're in a niche of the hobby like 18xx. I think you need to be on point with that. So if that's not the case, yeah, totally get this on there. No, they got their games. So yeah, they're great. They got their games, but get those on Board Game Geek. So can you do it? Yes, I feel comfortable. You've done it once before. You have people who are excited to be here, which means you're creating brand loyalty, and you have a niche here. You're taking 18x games and you're making them approachable. I, quite frankly, love that idea. I have 1861, 1867. They did a great job delivering it. Thank you, Jimmy. Japan's period of... Jimmy, quick question. Do you remember Ben? Japan's period of Shikoku has ended. The Meiji Restoration is underway. An explosion of technology has overtaken the country with the locomotive as the leading symbol of modernization. So you're getting me more into the theme. I think this is cool, but I want the price. Clarification about pledging $1 to access the Pledge Manager. I can't edit the reward, so I guess I'll put a clarification on here. Backers who pledge less than $50 will be able to upgrade a copy of Shikoku 1889 in the Pledge Manager. Will be upgraded to a copy. So, okay. So this one, they just kind of take it on the chin. We said we screwed up on a $1 pledge level. I would still put this in the FAQ as well. I like that you put it in front and center, but it's important to put it there, I think. This project would not happen without them, and they would deserve your reward. So this looks good. This looks bad and good at the same time. I think this cancels itself out. It's Ben, I think so. Yes. Great, I'm not the other person who remembers it. Yes, I feel like this kind of cancels out. They took this on the chin. We made a mistake. We won't do it again, obviously. Front and center. I don't have an issue with this. New to this edition, a new name. While this game I had the title 1889 History of Shikoku Railways for many years, I made the decision to change the name to Shikoku 1889. If you'd like to read about why this decision was made, check out the blog here. That's great. This is good stuff to have. I'd like the price a little bit earlier, though. New graphic design and illustration. We spent nearly a year to bring the most aesthetically pleasing and functional 18xx presentation to date, and it showed a little bit in the video. I definitely saw that. I say a little bit, not to criticize how well you did in the video, but to say I was still trying to read the text by the time all that pretty stuff flew away. Full rulebook rewrite. That's awesome, and I would take this one on the chin. Yes, if you have a crap rule booklet and you are reprinting it, that is a huge thing for so many people. Like, there's so many games on my shelves I look at right now and say, oh, you're so good, but damn it, I don't want to touch that rule booklet. There's so many of those games. This is great. This rule booklet comes packed with written and visual examples, a game overview section, and clearly written rules. This rule booklet was written to be the best way for any new player to learn 18xx. You can see the current draft of it here. Mwah! Marvelous. Sending me right to it. I can criticize it. I can pench it in the comments and say, hey, this doesn't look good. You should fix this. This is spectacular. I love it. And this looks like a solid rule booklet. Table of contents. Where's the component list? Where's the setup components? Game overview. Get it? With corporation chapters. Where's the setup components? Where's the setup components? It's a setup. We got a good setup. That looks like a good setup. That's what I like to see there. Look at that. Look how crunchy that looks. Oh my gosh. I feel like you were hiding this intentionally. Look at all that crunchiness there. Oh, that looks fun. I want to play that. Like, I seriously do. That looks really cool. Okay. And I feel like they kind of hid that. Interesting choice. I don't know. I feel like if you're an 18xx fan, you're in. I feel like they're trying to draw those new people, which I kind of like. High quality components. 1889 for many years has only been mass available as a handmade game. This will be the first mass-produced edition will be made by manufacturers who are industry leaders for component quality. I'd like if you mentioned who that was, who you're going through. I think that always looks good, but the fact that you're addressing it is solid. New to 18xx. 18xx is a game system you have heard of, but may not have yet tried due to its reputation for being long and complex. Yeah, I just said that. Yeah, totally. Are actually fairly straightforward. Take 3 to 4 hours to play. They're absolutely fantastic. 18xx intro. So cool. They're taking us there. I still want the price first. Want to learn Shikoku 1889? There's a gameplay. Okay. Do you prefer to learn by playing a physical game? Thanks to Christopher Gravar and his amazing team of available for print and play through 18xx Maker. That's great. No one's doing it, I don't think. Well, I shouldn't say that. Most people are not doing that. But it's so great that you're offering it. Would you? And these are clickable. There's so many companies that don't make them clickable. It's so easy to make them clickable, right? Why not make them clickable? Would you prefer the Carthaginian version or other redraws of Shikoku? It's currently available from Golden Spike Games. There's also available for print page and the components, mounted boards. This game is available? So that's, wow, that looks like a really cool board. So now we're onto the component list. Okay, cool. I love this board. Like, I could just look at this and I say, oh, this looks so daunting but exciting at the same time. Company charters with Trains Treasury. Okay. What is this? Company shares, company tokens. I think they're doing a good job of spotlighting components here. Train cars, private company certificates. So we're getting a little asymmetry potentially. Standard fancy track tiles, revenue trackers, paper money. Paper money. Well, okay. Slid that in there. I wonder what kind of paper money that is. Player order markers, round markers, bidding cubes, and priority deal markers, stretch goals. So we've got stretch goals, and we've hit stretch goals. So I think this is a misstep right now here, not putting this earlier. I always think that when your game is first starting to fund, like when you first launch it, you should be focused on getting the game funded. But once you get funded, your goal should switch to getting the hype around this game just to be unbearable, where people can't miss out on this game. You know, like one of those ones where you go through the stretch goals, you're like, okay, I gotta get this one. I don't want to miss out on this exclusive edition. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. So I feel like this is the kind of thing that should be moved higher. So wooden tokens, awesome. Ivory core cards, excellent. I know those are impressive words. Market IPO and revenue tokens, great. And I have to come at this more from an 18xx perspective as opposed to your typical board game perspective, which I think is odd, but maybe somebody could back me up on this. When I think of an 18xx game, I think more both the game, but also the collecting aspect of it. You got to catch them all. There's so many different ones, and they go out of print, and then they're hard to get, and they're expensive. And let me know if I'm completely off the beaten path there, but that's kind of the vibe I get from 18xx a little bit. Which I think means the premium quality components are going to be just bangers for a lot of people. Linen finished cards, screen printed tokens, nice. Heavy cards, yeah, I would put this higher. Mounted revenue tracker. So what does this mean, mounted? Does that mean it's going to be on the board? It's going to be a physical thing you can take on, take off, move around? Is that what you're trying to tell me? I don't quite get it. Linen finish on tiles, chits, boxes, and boards. Oh, so fancy. Pattern box lining. I got to tell you right now, I immediately hate the stretch goal because of its placement. Because I love the stretch goal area. I am excited to see how amazing and fantastic and spectacular and luxury this game is getting to feel like. And as we hit more stretch goals, I'm like, ooh, what could they possibly make fancier about this box and these tokens and these components? This is going to feel so premium, and I want it. And I think they're doing a great job here, but I think it should be earlier. Tile trays, cool. More to come. Excellent. What are we at? What number are we at? So we're at 150,000. Okay. So we haven't hit all of them. So we're right around here, but it looks like we're having some good growth. I think they were still the second most popular. And honestly, you know, I'm excited to see what more stuff you can come up with. And hopefully you got people in the comments and the updates talking about that. Because I think that's really, really your path right now. You got 18xx fans are super excited about this. They're here. There's the buzz. Honestly, this should be the 18xx hotspot right now. You should be asking, what, we can't guarantee anything, but pie in the sky, what component upgrades, what improvements to this game would you love for us to ask our manufacturer about? And just the number of updates the number of people are going to be commenting on that update. So hopefully they're asking questions in their updates because you know your niche. You know who your niche is. It's either hardcore 18xx fans or people are like, all right, I'm ready to dip my toes into the 18xx world, which I think is the niche you're trying to create, and I love that. I still don't know the price though. Did you really not give me the price? That's annoying. That's super annoying. Okay. We're just going to the shipping. Because once again, I did polls on this. Roughly half the people on Kickstarter right now are using mobile. And on mobile, they don't get to see this side of the screen. So just put everything in your story. Make it nice and clean and clear and concise. Everything should be in here. And then when you have new information, it goes into the updates. That's how this system should work. Don't make me go over here. Shipping will be charged via Pledge Manager after the Kickstarter because you got to make an extra click. And if you have Mint Mobile like I do, every click, you never know when your service is going to cut out with Ryan Reynolds. Shipping costs are not one size fits all, and the success of the campaign will play a role in how I approach shipping to do some research. I am partnering with fulfillment services to get these games shipped cost-effective to as many backers as possible. Games going to backers from the regions listed above will be shipped in bulk to fulfillment centers at my cost, including VAT. So that's what I love. And that's exactly what I want to hear. I love this, honestly. This doesn't impact me because I'm in the USA and we normally don't get jacked on the shipping too much, even though we're getting jacked a lot more lately. But for everybody else, love it. Makes you look good. Awesome start to the shipping. The lower estimates for shipping of a single game. Given the global situation impacting all international shipping, not just for board games, please be aware that these estimates are subject to change. At my time of writing this, contracting a shipping container costs 3 times the price I paid for 1861/1867 fulfillment a year ago. China, Hong Kong, $10. Continental US, we're at 20. Okay. So now I go back to what's the size of the box. Ship's not great. Ship is not great. I would honestly go to the point where the shipping's like, ugh, that's especially factored with I don't know the price of the game yet. Because that box doesn't feel like a $20 ship box to me. 25 to 30, most European countries, rest of the world. Wait, where are they from? They're from the San Diego. Like, couldn't you fit this in a medium flat rate padded shipping envelope maybe? Squeeze it in there? No, I don't know if that'd work actually. I don't know. It's just $20. Seems a bit steep. Especially when I'm already annoyed because I don't know what the price of the game is. So I know the price of the shipping, don't know the price of the game, who we are, people, Bob Chunks Games, Errata, revised rule booklet, replacement, say the name of 2 major companies were, okay, this doesn't seem like the place to put this, but all right. There was a handful of issues with the previous printing, the rule booklet, the FDPF will be, but once again, it goes back to the fact that it's like, all right, they're taking it on the chin. They, right now, are just, so I think that's smart. It's handmade from the print and play files and costs about twice as much. Wow, that's a market? People make print and plays and then sell them. Oh my gosh. Damn it, Jimmy, I missed you. You just blew my mind. That's someone's job. People are making money off this. Love it. I love it. I want to dip my toes in that. I probably need to buy a printer. I'm out. Revised rule booklet. There were a handful of issues with the previous. Bonus art. Purchase for Eric Frobum's Rusted Blossom, because, yeah, the artwork, once again, gorgeous. Risk and challenge is great. So we don't know the price, so I have to go over here. I have to look. And it is $1. Just want to support. 123 backers. That's a huge chunk. That's a big chunk of people. Sitting on the fence, potentially? I don't know. The $1, $50 for the game. Okay, so now I do have a major issue with you not having the price here, because I think that price is... I was expecting a lot higher. Honestly, when you buried it like that, I was like, oh, what is this going to be, like a $75, $85 game? I'm going to be talking about a $100 game. No, this is $70. And I say to myself, well, it's $10 more than MSRP, but this is also a different and unique game. This is an 18XX game. This is like a little bit of a collector's item. This is a premium game now because we've hit, 8, 6, 4 stretch goals. There's numbers there. A lot of stretch goals. We're probably going to hit a lot more stretch goals. And I think that this one is just, this could pick up some serious momentum here. Because I feel like they did a great job marketing to non-18XX gamers. Because once again, if you're an 18XX gamer, presumably, and an 18XX game comes out, you're just immediately interested in it. But getting those other people, as you mentioned, that are like 18XX, I'm a little bit, I don't know about that. I feel like you did a great job appealing to those people. And I'm one of those people, to somewhat. And so, yes. Do I want it? Yes. I feel like they did a great job on that. But where were we? FAQ, updates, comments. Oh, the price. Is there any other place? Oh, so yeah, and it's so clean and clear. Oh my gosh, I feel like this is such a big misstep. You have such a clean and clear purchasing area over here. Also have it over here, $50. Like, honestly, I'd love to see the price. Right here, Shikoku, $50. Maybe you even put it in like some sort of cool thematic sign, like a sign from that time period where it's like $50. I think that's great. That's great. I see a $50 18XX. I say, whoa, that's not what I expect. I expect higher than that. So I think that is a misstep not mentioning that at the gate as well. So let's check out the FAQ, the updates, the comments. Get you out of here. Get a grade. Frequently asked question. No questions. Okay. Mini updates. Screen printed tokens have been unlocked. More stretch goals have been added. We have 10 comments. We have 7 comments. We have 3 comments. We do not have good engagement here. We have 2,184 people, and 10 of them thought the last update was important enough to comment on. So I always recommend asking a question. It's going to be a thick box because of the tile trays. Ooh. Yeah, that's. I need to look more into this. Like this black mark. Is that unethical? Is that illegal? I don't even know. Is that unethical? I'm weird when it comes to ethics. We had 100K this morning and unlocked screen printed tokens. I've already spoken at length about this. This will be an absolute game changer. Thank you for getting us here. I've had made those stretch goals, tile trays, standard map. That's all for now. So you just kind of regurgitated stretch goal information, it looks like, and stuff about the map. Ask a question. Get me engaged. Get me involved. I'm an 18X fan. I want to support you. I love the idea. I love the fact that you're trying to bring 18X to the masses because, I could be like, oh yeah, I was one of those early adopters. Oh yeah, I got 1812. Yeah, I got that one. Like it's like this could be a potential big booming hobby, and this could be the niche that brings it to the maxes. I love what they're doing. I really do. I just don't think they're putting wood on the fire in these updates right here. So they have people talking about it, looking forward to playing it. Did they respond to any of them? They did not. Okay. Hopefully get some response to the next one. You got to churn this. Almost to 100K. That came a lot faster than expected. We're going to say 18xx. Mostly expect that. You're going to spend the first hour of the game stickering the tokens. Front page on BGG. Oh, that's hot. Awesome. Working on answers to questions. No, naughty. Don't make me go to update number 2 to find things in the FAQ that should be in the FAQ. These are all FAQ questions. Put them in the FAQ. Because I don't want to, don't assume that people, because the people on the fence, I don't know. That's just, there's a specific spot for these things. Put them in the spot. Solo 2-player variant, similar, not yet similar to... congrats on all the stretch goals. Hoping for an alternate board and card money as stretch goals. Yeah, the paper money. I suggest you use the FAQ tab for the frequently asked questions. It's one of the first places people will look. Yes, it is. 2 days ago, someone said that. Customer service here is lacking a little bit. And I'm going to guess that we don't have many collaborators on the project. Did I look at that at the beginning? I don't think I did. Normally I like to take a look and see what the collaborator situation is looking like here. Yeah, no collaborators. And so they probably have a day job. They have a life. They might have a family, might have kids, whatever. And it's really hard to do it. That's why I seriously need to get my ass on being a collaborator for you. I talked about it in my last Kickstarter critique because I just feel like having collaborators that could just be there to be like, hey, we will get back to you in a timely manner, or we're super excited that you're super excited about it as well. Like just a hype man. I could do this. I'm going to put up this Kickstarter. Okay. Get out of here. Ideas. They come in my brain. Anywho, updates, comments. So the updates, I didn't find that engaging. I feel like you should really, you have 18xx fans, ask them 18xx questions. Get yourself those oh so delicious comments. Granted, and why I say that is because you want to be higher on the popularity chart. Right now, it's not terribly difficult, quote unquote, to be on the popularity chart because December is, wow, it's insane how dead it is compared to previous months. And it's someone who checks Kickstarter like on a daily basis to see what's popular, what's moving up and down. It's fascinating to me. I love it. I love seeing it. And I'm curious to see when it's going to pick back up. Please print Carthaginian map on the reverse side of the board. Oh, that'd be hot. Carthaginian map is Kareem and did this map. For those that ordered more than a copy for 1861, 1867, can we add one replacement card? Yeah, there should be some stuff in some FAQ here. Where are you? You are not in here, and there's a lot of people. Once again, I understand you got a lot on your plate right now. That's why I think collaborators are just so important. Hopefully, things go well. You're doing everything great right now. And I think overall it's a really solid project. So what's my final grade on this one? Do I want it? Yes. Yes. I think the video annoyed me because it was too fast, but I like the artwork. I like the fact that you look like you're dumbing down 18xx, making it more simple. That was great. Do I want it? Yes. I think you did a great job on the video. Now, I haven't seen gameplay videos. Oh, yeah, we did. We saw an intro. Yeah, we did. We saw a live play. Okay, we got that. No reviews. That's the one that's a little weird to me now that I think about it. If this is, and I think it is, I think it's a top 1,000 Board Game Geek game. I think it was like 986 or something like that, which is spectacular. There's tens of thousands of games come out. Hundreds of thousands. I would spotlight some of the original quotes from someone who's reviewed this, or played this, or covered this. I think you should mention more things like that, especially if you're trying to get the route of the newer gamers, not the 18xx gamers, but the niche that you're trying to create. Like, hey, you can get 18x games. So I feel like some quotes would be great there. But still, do I want it? I feel like you did a solid job. Also, when I saw the $50 price point, I was like, wow, that's not a bad price. $20 shipping, not a great price, but $70, and I'm getting a premium game. Because once again, back to that stretch goal area, which had lots of really cool stuff on it. Like, this is a fun stretch goal area. I think you need to get some unlocked tokens for the things that are unlocked. I think you need to move that higher, and then I think you need to have that lead into that $50 price point. And then I think they'll just be so wowed that most people won't even worry about the $20 shipping. When they get to it, they'll say, that shipping sucks, but they'll swallow the pill. So I feel like that would be the ideal way to pitch it. Ahoy, new party! So, but I do think the stretch goal area is a fun one to go through. So, yeah, do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. And I like your level of transparency. I like the fact that you're like, oh, we screwed this up, took it on the chin. You were very upfront about it. And so that's good. You shipped your last one? Can you do it? I feel comfortable. How much is it? Shipping sucks. Prices, good. So in the end, I'm going to give this one a B. I think B is good. I thought it was a solid project overall. But that price, B minus. The price, like, just not being there, just like, it's annoying. Because I've been on Kickstarter on my phone from time to time, and it's like, if you have bad reception, whenever you have to make a click, it's just dicey. Like, dang it, it's not loading. It's like... But let me know in the comments below. What's your final grade for Shikoku 1889? And also, little subtext to that, please let me know in the comments below if you are an 18X fan or not. Or what's your level of experience in that, along with your grade? Because I think they did a great job appealing to people who might not be that deep in the hobby. But let me know what you think. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Bye-bye.